Hello, everybody, and welcome to 30 Days to Greatness, talking all about seller prospecting. We're excited to have you guys here this evening. We're going to have a lot of information for you. So let me go ahead and get us right into our presentation. We are recording tonight. We're also going to put this in our coaching blog. And the reason why we're doing that is there is some information. We are going to have a recording of this for our agent friends out there that are following 30 Days to Greatness. But also there is some private information we're going to share as well. So then that way our agents that are right here in our office can enjoy a few additional tools and items that is going to be a little bit some private information. So we will be recording the first portion of this evening. And then we're going to turn around. In addition to that recording, we will also be stopping the recording and having additional content right in the coaching blog. So this will be in our coaching blog effective immediately. And then again, for those of you guys at home that are catching this through our YouTube channel, we're going to be on that YouTube channel for at least part of this presentation. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. So we are, of course, in the middle of our 30 Days to Greatness. Hopefully you guys caught earlier today, we did a great experience webinar, about 10 minutes long. It's posted all over social media, talking about for the consumer, what they get when they work with us, what some of our differentials are. Talk about some of those differentials tonight as well. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Please do go ahead and mute yourselves if you're not already muted. That would be great. So what are we here to do tonight? We're here to show you how to get more inventory. So if you are out there in the field and you're realizing like I am, man, inventory is tight, we want to help you get more inventory. We are going to talk about pre-foreclosures. We're going to give you some additional content from Markey that is built right into our Wise Agent CRM exclusive to our office. And we're going to create a roadmap for you of action items. So let's get right in there. So what are we going to do this evening? We're going to a few key areas. Some of these areas you have never seen before. So we're excited about getting you into these areas. And some other ones are going to be a little bit of review depending on how long you've been with us and how engaged you've been in the trainings. So we're going to be in Remine tonight. So Remine is a tool in our local MLS. It's already paid for you. So you have a Remine account. You can pull up to 10,000 people per data pull. We're going to show you how to do that this evening. We're also going to show you that about 15 to 20% of those people have an email address. So if you're looking for some free farming, this is going to be great for you. Whether you are looking for more inventory in general, you want to just target an area with your tools, you want to get into pre-foreclosures and have a more specific marketing piece to them. We'll talk about marketing in a second. It's all going to be done for you tonight. Then we're going to show you, and this is the part that we're going to do later because we are going to stop the formal presentation because there will be some personal information, I believe, in that area. We're going to show you how to get those people pulled, the property information pulled into a CSV file and then sort those. I'm going to show you how to do it live tonight. I did it with a couple of you over the last couple of days. We've been road testing this. And you have within Wise Agent 2,500 emails a day you can send. So huge capacity to really blanket an area and blanket multiple areas, depending on whether maybe you've got an upcoming open house, you have it just sold, et cetera, et cetera. We're also going to go back into Realtors Property Resource, or RPR as it's known. As you guys know, I'm a certified trainer now in RPR. I want to show you how to pull a market activity report for the area. We've done some research with Wise Agent. We've discovered that you can have an up to 20 megabyte attachment allowed in Wise Agent. So what a great way to have a statistical attachment that is a very powerful tool to show people what's going on right in their area. And I've already pulled one for you as an example this evening. We're going to remind you about ZenList. If you are marketing to an area for any reason, you should absolutely be using ZenList, your ZenList app, and sending your Zen link and articulating the value of why that is such a powerful app for every single consumer to have, whether they're a buyer, a seller, a renter, they're just checking out what's going on in their area, or they want to explore new areas. And then last but not least, we are going to show you where Markey's content lives. So if you are specifically focused on short sales, there is specific content for you in the marketing tab within Wise Agent The drip campaigns that Marky created custom for us, they are right there now in your Wise Agent account, ready for you to work. So let's go ahead and dive in. So we may come back to this spreadsheet here in a little bit. So Remine, because the Remine data pool is going to be some confidential information, we're going to show you that last. We're going to go first then into the RPR market activity report and show you what one of those looks like, because this is such a valuable tool for any seller, any buyer. And we're going to show you how to pull that from RPR. It is one of the most underutilized tools in the realtor community. You pay for it with your annual NAR dues. So why not get the advantage of this? So when you're doing, when you're in Connect MLS, in our local MLS, you click on the tool button on the top right-hand side. And again, for some of you, this may be a review. We did a session on RPR, but we didn't get into what the reports look like. And that's what we're going to focus on tonight, because if you're talking to sellers, they want to know what's going on in their area. And we've shown you in the past how to do a cloud CMA live link, an unsolicited cloud CMA, make a video of that. That's a great tool for a specific property owner. But what if you're blanketing an area? You're prospecting and farming an area, then you want to give them an area report. Well, here's how you do it. You go into the tools under MRAD, and then you can go right into RPR. So there you see where it is here, RPR. And it's got that little red, yellow, blue, and green logo for RPR. And once you click on that, it's going to open up RPR itself. And so you can do a report for any area. You can do a report for any area. You can focus it specifically in a neighborhood. You can go into a zip code. You can go into a city. You can do it however you want to. So I would suggest you do it for a specific area. But which report? So this is where we stopped last time. And then I did this with a couple different agents of ours in a live demo. And so I wanted to share that with you tonight. So what are these different reports within RPR? Well, the property report is specific to that owner and that specific property. It's not really appropriate for blanketing an area. Same way with the seller's report. It's a huge report. There's a lot of stuff that may be a little bit of filler. It's actually approximately 81 pages in this example. That's way too much. A property flyer is not appropriate. We have much, I think, better ones in the MLS. In our marketing, the expert marketing suite. Once you feed a property in the MLS, mini property evaluation workbook are not appropriate. So what are we down to? Neighborhood report, which is really census data on a neighborhood. That is great information for a buyer. But what are we focused on tonight? Sellers. So you click on market activity, and that's going to generate a report. So since we've road tested this, we know these reports can be 18 to 30 pages, all of which will be under that 20 megabyte limit to do a blast email to an area with that market report as an attachment. These market reports, by the way, are also great talking points for you to create a video about. There's really things that you can do with these that are very powerful, much beyond the infographics you see in InfoSparks and from the local, state, and national association of realtors. So let's take a look at one right now. They take about 5 minutes or less to generate. I generated this one right before we started, so it took me about 2 minutes. And I've already got it ready to download that report. So let me go ahead and click on that. And you can see I've got a market activity report. It is indicating one is already ready to go for me. So I'm going to go ahead and click on display now. And it's regenerating because apparently it wanted me to do it again. So let's do it. So you'll get a little bit like a doorbell feature. And that is now ready to go. Let me get that downloaded for you. There we go, download report. And so this one ended up being 17 pages. And so that will be well under that 20 megabyte limit. And this, look at the information. So it's branded, of course, to you. And it has what's going on in the area in terms of overall market values, market value changes. What is the distressed properties in the area? So this is very interesting for those of you looking with investors as well. It has the median sales price, list prices, market stats. So what is the absorption rate and things like that. And it gives you some of the recent sales in the area, as well as some active and under contract properties. Very valuable information to just get the conversation started with people. This in conjunction as an attachment with the Zenlink invite would really be a powerful way to engage a neighborhood. And so then at the end, it's like, well, where did this report come from? Came from RPR. So very well done. And again, did I do anything to customize this? No. You can take pages out. I wouldn't recommend you do it. I just think this is a plug and play feature. Go ahead and use it as you wish. So you've now got that. You can download that as an attachment. And then at that point, guess what? Now it's time to go to our next step. So if you've got that information, and of course, I think all of you know how to, at this point, invite people to Zenlist. If you don't know, you just go right into your Zenlist profile, which of course, every single one of you have. And then you would click on the public profile feature. And of course, we are so excited to be one of the first to work with the Zenlink to add additional content, like your digital buyer and seller guides, etc., your social media links. But even if you don't have those set up, the basic pieces are there. We included the most invaluable piece, which says request access. And so instead of inviting people individually, go ahead and click on right here under the word Zenlink public profile. You click on the clipboard, and that is your Zenlink. So then that way you're not individually inviting people, because you're just not going to have time to do that when you're farming a neighborhood. So that's your 1-2 punch of an attachment of market stats, and then your Zenlink public profile to invite them to that. And obviously over time, we have other tools for them. You can watch that video today and see if there's some other things you want to add later on. But for now, those are two very important pieces of information that most people are not sending. So then we're going to talk about audiences once we stop the recording here. But we are going to want to show you right now, if your audience is a short sale, in other words, people that are in distress, and we just saw in that market report, there are short sales. There's not a lot of foreclosures right now, but there are short sales out there, or potential short sales. What is a distressed property? A distressed property is a person or a entity that has missed payments, and there's a filing of some sort. There's a Liz Pettins, or what's a notice of pre-foreclosure. And so then right now in this example, there are 112 pre-foreclosures that RPR has identified. And of course, in Remine, that number may be slightly different, but the difference is RPR is great for statistics. Remine is great for data mining to find contact information. So we've got this information. We know also what is foreclosures. I don't know exactly the difference, to be honest with you, between foreclosures versus foreclosed. I will find that out for you. But just notice that the majority of places right now are in pre-foreclosure that would need your help. And so that is a specific target audience. Again, you can blanket a whole neighborhood, or you can target specifically to a certain type of messaging, such as a pre-foreclosure. Well, if you are in that mood to target only pre-foreclosures, people with these filings on them, before I show you, by stopping the recording, how to pull their information, I want to show you what is already built in to your Wise Agent CRM that all of us at EXIT Strategy Realty have through Project X. Marky, who many of you follow and is a mentor and coach of yours, Marky has created a short sale drip campaign, and it's right in the marketing drop-down menu. I'm going to read the instructions from Wise Agent. This is only a 4-hour-old update, so very excited about doing this way. So if you click on the marketing drop down to drip campaigns, and again, this is being recorded for you to go back later. And then from there, you are going to click to create a new campaign. And then there's the add stock section. So I'm going to add a new campaign by clicking on this little plus button. And then there are these stock programs, but then there's some special one just for us. So if you click on in the drop-down menu in the marketing campaigns, when you're adding a new marketing campaign, you're going to click on EXIT Strategy Realty, because we have special stuff just from Marky for us. You're going to then click on Short Sale Success with Marky. And then you are going to go ahead and click on Stock Program. And then now you have all the different content from Marky. And of course, you can adjust it at any point. So we're going to go ahead and click on Next. And then you can see each one of the pieces that Marky has put together for you. Now, this is a fascinating ability to help your clients. She's got a video, she's got a PDF, she's got workbooks, definitions of all this, because remember, we as agents understand what a short sale is and understand what a property in distress is. The consumer may not. The consumer oftentimes is in a panic. They are very stressed out. They don't know what to do. This is the beauty of the Marky program, is she has these drip campaigns already set up. So here's step 2. Again, walking people through some of the definitions they're going to see when they get these scary legal notices, some of the timelines, some of the definitions, some of the options. And again, all of these are customizable, but why not use what Marky has generously created and shared with each one of us? Here is the 3rd email. And so again, walking people through, here are circumstances that might create a short sale, making people feel over time as they get these, that there is somebody there as a resource and an advocate for them. If you'd like to change out the pacing of this, you can absolutely change out the pacing of this. Look at this. Do you know if it's short or not? Some of these homeowners, my friends, may not actually need to be a short sale, but they definitely need to act in order to prevent foreclosure. So we're going to talk about, they're talking about doing a market analysis for you, or we are talking about doing a market analysis for them, talking about how to subtract out commissions and such like that to figure out even if it is a short sale. And again, there's that workbook and that PDF again for them. The reason why she's got some of these resources fresh and different messaging each time, and some things are in there over and over again, because we know what happens sometimes. People, if they're in distress, they may not react the first time, the second time, even the 3rd time. But then we know that they need these PDFs and these workbooks. And look, right, she's got right here. What is the Illinois foreclosure timeline? So these become even more valuable as they go through the order. I would not mess with the order of these. I would trust Marky to be able to discuss what the procedure is and let her videos do the talking. So this is the first time we've had a video series. I'm so excited that it's there, and it's specifically targeted to people in distress. So at this point, I've run through almost half of them. You can go through and do that on your own. I'm going to show you one more time again how to find these. You click on marketing, and then you click on drip campaigns. And then you are going to click on the plus button. And then you're going to go into stock. You're going to click on add stock program. But then you've got to drop down in the menu. It's not in the Wise Agent stock programs. There's some great content from Wise Agent, but you're going to click on the EXIT Strategy Realty specific program, and you're going to select on Short Sale Success with Marky. Then you're going to click on Next. And again, then all of those pieces are there for you, and you can explore them. You can edit them if you'd like. I wouldn't play with them too much. They are really brilliant, and they're so educational and very calming for the consumer as they decide which agent they want to contact to help them through this situation. So that is the program from Marky. So far to review, we've talked about Remine briefly, we're going to go into that in much more detail for our agents specifically and show some techniques that are specific to us. We've talked about Wise Agent, that up to 2,500 emails a day, you can export all this into a property owner file. I'm going to show you how to do that and pull specifically for email addresses because, of course, this is an email-based campaign. Costs you nothing to do. You already have all the content. We've shown you how to do an RPR market activity report, which is valuable for all types of sellers and obviously would be very beneficial for a seller in distress as well. Talked about Zenlist. Everybody's going to need a place to live if they sell their house, right? Everybody's going to need a place to live. Remember, Zenlist has residential, commercial, investment, and rentals. It is for everyone, buyers, sellers, and renters alike. And then last but not least, we talked about drip campaigns. And if you are targeting short sales, which is what we're going to talk about the balance of this evening, then you are going to go into that marketing tab in the drip campaigns drop-down menu to find Marquis short sale content. So if you are not with us, this is going to be, if you're not at Exit Strategy, this is going to be where we stop the recording. We will go ahead at this point then and be directly with our agents for the balance of this. And that content will only be in the coaching blog. Everyone else, thank you so much for being here. If you would like to talk further about Exit Strategy and what we have for you out there, we are more than happy to do so at any time. You can talk to any of our agents and they can get you my contact information. And we look forward to hopefully talking with you soon.